Hey everyone, what's up? It's Mariah Iman WIlson. I'm sitting here with Elias on the Man Cave Chronicles, and I'm very excited to share so much with you guys about Saved by the Bell and future projects I'm working on. Stay tuned.
Mariah, welcome to the cave.
Thank you so much.
I know we had a little mishap off the air, but we got it to work, and now we're back on. We'll talk a little bit about a little bit of everything that you've done. The listeners, the viewers can recently see you as Nadia on Saved by the Bell season 2.
Yes.
That must have been an exciting time for you. And but before we even like dive into all that kind of stuff, I was doing some research on you. You've done everything: acting, dancing, music, a little bit of directing. What's
Yes.
left? What's left for you? What's on the bucket list?
Producing, I guess. I'm basically just trying to dip my feet in everything. I went to USC for film school, so
Wow.
writing, directing, producing was all part of my education there, and that's what I plan to use in the future, especially.
You started at a young age.
Yes, I did. I started.
What made you
Sorry.
get into what made you get into this?
Yeah. So I started when I was 2 years old in dance. I started musical theater when I was 4 years old, and I kept dragging my mom back to the theater every time they had a new play coming out or they were going to start a new play. I could not leave. I just had to be there. And I think that's when she knew that I had caught the acting bug for sure. We eventually went off to California, made our way to California, moved out here with the whole family, and started doing it for real, film and television. And it's been a dream come true. We have had a lot of success, and I've been extremely blessed. So I'm extremely thankful for that.
What do you enjoy most? Acting, dancing, or singing?
I love acting. I love
Yeah.
acting. I just really enjoy like getting into a character, getting into the grit of a character, or breaking down their character types, etc. I just really enjoy acting. It's been so much fun, but I do love to perform. So singing and dancing is definitely a huge part of my life as well.
Have you done any theater?
I started in musical theater.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I went actually in high school, I did a play, I did The Wiz in high school. And that was actually the last play that I've done. So I think in the future we can look forward to some theater.
Yeah. Well, actually, that was my next question. Like, would you ever think about doing something like that where you go to like Chicago or New York for like a few months just to perform?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely see theater in my future for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I've had other guests on where they've done both, and like one of the questions I always ask them is like, what's easier, theater or actually like doing like TV or film? What do you think?
I feel like television and film is a lot easier. When I was doing theater, that's it. Like it's you on that stage and
You can't
there's no
screw up.
messing up. Yeah. There's no messing up. There's no mistakes. You have to just you have to speak very loud so that back crowd could hear you. And yeah, so I think harder is theater. Film and television is a lot easier because if you mess up, they're like, all right, cut. Let's try that again. Yeah.
Uh, so like while you were growing up, you knew this was what you were going to do and everything. Like who, like, did you have anybody that you looked up to in the industry that you kind of like wanted to model yourself under?
Absolutely. I think when I was a child, I was a Disney kid. So I loved watching Disney Channel. And my like favorite person on Disney Channel was, of course, Raven Simone. She was one of the girls who looked like me. She's Black and beautiful and full of energy and life. And I think that is who I definitely looked up to when I first started.
Yeah.
As far as today, I definitely look up to Halle Berry, Kerry Washington, Viola Davis, Meryl Streep. I love those women. They have truly crafted this industry to work for them. And I am in awe. So I definitely would love to model myself after those women.
You mentioned some great names there. Like I got to know on your days that you're not doing anything, or like, what's that one TV show that you could always watch over and over, or film that you just, yep, I'm going to put it on, I'm going to watch it, and that's it.
Yes. So that one television show that I can always watch, and I actually didn't even mention, oh my goodness, I didn't even mention her. But that one television show that I can always watch is A Different World. I love A Different World. Jasmine Guy on A Different World is everything. I love her character. Extremely full of life. She is probably my favorite comedy television character of all time. Absolutely. And that's the show. Like, if I'm in bed and I have nothing to do, I'm sitting there watching A Different World reruns over and over and over again.
It's your guilty pleasure. There's nothing wrong with that.
It is.
I love watching old shows that I grew up with. It's one of those things where it's just like, I don't know, it's just, it makes you feel young again.
Yes, it does. And it's crazy because I mean, I wasn't even born when the show came out. And my parents were so shocked when I like took a huge love to it, liking to it. And I don't know what it was, but she stole my heart. And till this day, I absolutely just adore her.
So you've been in the industry for a few years now. What do you think has been like your biggest accomplishment so far?
My biggest accomplishment so far, I would have to say, is there's kind of a lot, but I'm gonna go with Saved by the Bell. This has been the first character that I've been able to carefully craft on my own, and with the writer's development of her character in season 2 to from season 1 to season 2, being able to really dive deep into my emotions, etc. I've really enjoyed playing Nadia on Saved by the Bell.
That's awesome. Yeah, let's dive right into that then. Let's talk about
Okay.
Saved by the Bell. As of right now, like season 2 is up there now. They got it. The ratings were high. I was just reading a few days ago. I just binge watched it over the weekend, actually with my wife. So did you originally go in for Nadia?
No, I originally didn't go in. Well, actually, I did go in for Nadia eventually.
Okay.
I started, the casting directors, they brought me in for one of the series regular roles at first, and they fell in love with me. And I was excited because I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be a huge break. Like, this show is going to be fantastic. I want this so bad. It didn't work out that way, but that's okay. And I went back in there maybe about a month or 2 later, and immediately I think I just auditioned for Nadia, and there was no callback, nothing. They pinned me the next day. I got the job. It was like, wow, quick. That's awesome. They remembered me, and I think that was amazing. I think when I went in for the first audition as a series regular role, I booked the room. I definitely booked the room. I didn't book the job, but I booked the room. And when I went back in for Nadia, it was a no-brainer for them. So that was amazing.
How awesome that's. And I've had guests on before with a similar situation where it's like sometimes they don't even have to audition. They've auditioned before for these people, or and they're like, you just get the call like, hey, we want you to come in and do this show.
Yes.
So that's a great feeling.
It is. It's a great feeling. I mean, it's amazing when you know that you've done that well with a character or with an audition, and they're just like, yes, absolutely that person.
Now, when you booked the role, like, how did you prepare to play this character? And did you go back to watch like season 1 again? Did you go back to watch the originals? Were you a fan of the originals?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. I like binge watch the original like still today as well. That's probably like number 2 on my list as far as like A Different World and then Saved by the Bell. But I was in season 1 as well.
Yeah.
And my first episode was episode 4. I knew she was a Bayside kid. I knew she had to be a little bougie, a little, not so much extra, but a little rich and thinks that she's good and knows it all, I guess. So I definitely prepared a little bit as far as watching the original a little bit, but I also knew the way that they were going with the show from my prior auditions. So I knew what was expected of me and expected of this character. Into season 2,
Your character just went up. You had
yeah,
more seeds, more episodes.
absolutely, absolutely. I'm just so grateful that the producers and the writers really, really fell in love with me and my character. I was only slated to do 2 episodes in season 1. And then they brought me back as Devontae's love interest. And I was like, okay, yeah, let's do this. And I think they just wanted to develop that season 2. And if you have seen it, but I know you've seen it for the viewers out there, it really gets into the grit of a fun, young African American couple. And I think we have a lot of fun with our characters for sure. So
yeah, it's fun watching you and Dexter
yeah.
together and everything, just like the chemistry. So like, how would you describe that chemistry and working with them?
Absolutely. Oh my goodness. Dexter is, I would have to say, like one of my best friends. He really, really understands his position in this industry, but he goes above and beyond. And I really admire that about him. I We've had some late nights as far as, a couple of the episodes that we've worked on. We had some late nights where we were on set and it was like 12 a.m. in the morning and we were still going. And we did not give up on each other. We just were like, all right, we're just going to keep doing this and drilling this and going and going and going until they say that they have what they need. And we just had a lot of fun. I mean, he has been a fantastic friend, a fantastic scene partner. I couldn't have asked for someone better to be in majority of my scenes with. He is amazing. And we just have a lot of fun. I mean, we're just fun together. We just enjoy each other's company, all of us on set.
He might be my favorite character on this revival, Saved by the Bell, because he's like very like down to earth. And I feel it feels like he's really like that.
He is. He absolutely is extremely down to earth. Yeah. One of the kindest guys I've ever met. He's so sweet.
Funny story, meaning if Dexter hears the story about this interview, I've been going back and forth with his people to come on and they want to wait for, he's got a movie coming out.
Yes, so he does.
So they want to wait for that to come on for the interview also. So I was like, all right, it's like, so I've been like trying for like almost a year to get him on the podcast.
Oh man. Okay.
So I hope, so hopefully things will work its way out. He'll be on here in a few months when his movie comes out.
Absolutely.
So with Nadia, is there anything you would change about her?
No. There's nothing I would change about Nadia. She's so funny. She's so rich.
You're giving away cars. Spoiler,
I know.
You're giving away cars.
I'm giving away cars. I've got a rose gold Mercedes with white tires. I mean, she's fabulous. I wouldn't change a thing about her. I'm excited to see when and if we get season 3, where she goes from there. I think we're gonna love it.
If there is a season 3, what would you like to see? Because obviously it hasn't been written or anything yet. So if you had an idea, what would you like to see?
I would like to see, man, with Nadia, it's almost like I've just enjoyed what I have seen. That it's almost like, what more could I really, really ask of her? But I think I really want to see her and Devontae truly, truly like fall in love. I think I really want to see them really, really enjoy their relationship. I know, like, and all the ups and the downs, I think season 2, we had our ups and downs, but I think I definitely want to see them really like hit a hard like road, but then excel from there and become a lot closer from there. And yeah, I definitely want to see that. Oh, also, okay, this is one more thing that I do want to see. I want to see like a girls like night or something like that. I would love to see like Lexi and Nadia and Daisy and Aisha all go out and really like turn out the town. That would be exciting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to meet any of the, I mean, obviously Mario Lopez is in it and Elizabeth from the original one, but did you get a chance to meet any of the original cast, and they give you any tips or anything about like being on a show like this and how to prepare for it?
Yes. Okay. So I did meet all of the original cast except for Screech, of course. I did get to meet Mark Paul and Tiffany Thiessen, and of course, Mario and Elizabeth. I love them all so, so much. When I got to meet Lark, that is when my entire like body like hit the floor. She, of course, is another character. When watching that show as a kid, I immediately looked up to. And when I saw her standing on the lot, I walked up to her and I was like, hello. I'm
What did she say
Mariah,
to
I play
you?
Nadia. She's like, hi, I'm Lark. I'm like, it's a pleasure to meet you. Like, I
Awesome.
love you so much. And I think a lot of her character is who Nadia is. I would have loved to have her like as my mom. That would have been a crazy like twist for sure. So
Too bad. Too bad you can't go back in time now to rewrite that.
I know. I wish we could. I wish we could. Maybe she could be my aunt or something.
Yeah.
But oh yeah.
So working with like the rest of the cast now, like how would you describe that vibe?
Ooh, the rest of the cast is exciting. We have so much fun. I mean, we still get together to this day. I'm actually going to see them at a Christmas party in a week or so. But I just love them. Josie is the life of the party. Absolutely. She is so down to earth, so friendly, so kind, as well as Alicia. Oh my goodness. Why am I saying her name wrong? Alicia. Alicia is fabulous. Those are my girls. Like at the end of the day, I really, really enjoy hanging out with them for sure. But
you mentioned Josie. She just got nominated.
she did. Yes, she just got a nomination for a Critic Choice Award, and that is fabulous. I had to shout her out on my Instagram. I was so proud of her. She deserves it. She deserves every bit of love and appreciation that she's getting. I mean, she is truly an icon. She really is.
That's awesome. So now, how much longer do you think we'll have to wait if they announce season 3? End of this year, you think?
Ooh, I would love to hear by the end of this year, but if they want to wait, I think sometimes like they usually try to wait about 8 weeks until they give us the whole thing. So I think we might have to wait until the end of January. But if we get it by the end of the year, I will be more than ecstatic to hear.
Now, what's next for you now? Do you have any other projects that you're working on that you could tell us about?
Yes, absolutely. I hope I can say a little bit of it, but after years and years of watching Disney Channel as a child, I'm about to be on a new Disney Channel show. So
Awesome.
I'll be recurring on that as well. And I'm very, very excited. I don't think I can give away too much, but I will be on a new Disney Channel show. So very excited.
Well, for the listeners and viewers, they should just follow you on social media. So when it's time to make the announcement,
yes,
you hear all about it. So
you're all about it.
Let's for the viewers and listeners, what is your social media handle so they can follow you?
Yes. My Instagram is at Mariah Iman. My Twitter is at Mariah Iman W. And that's about it. I'm not really active on Facebook. I'm sorry. But I think I'm just Mariah Iman WIlson on there if you do want to friend request. Hopefully I can get on there and accept it soon.
This was great. Thanks for reworking our schedules and you coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Elias. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.